There's Hasim Rahman, and he said this means everything to him. He wants Vitaly Klitschko. A win tonight does that for him. Same for Monty Barrett. And Rahman has been to the mountaintop. This man has not, but he wants to get there.
All right, let's meet him with Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the United Center here in Chicago, Illinois, as we present the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Don King Productions in association with the United Center. This bout coming away is sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, President Jose Sulaiman, Supervisor Gabriel Peña Garicano, along with the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation, the Secretary Fernando E. Grillo, Chief of Boxing Ron Puccillo, the Executive Manager Joel Campuzano. Introducing our three judges scoring this bout from ringside, from Chicago, Illinois, Mauro Di Fiore, also from Chicago, Bill Lurch, and from Tokyo, Japan, Nobuaki Uratani. And our referee in charge, he is working in this, his 117th world title bout, Jay Nady. All right, fans, here we go with our featured bout of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the interim WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Chicago, it's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trunks with gray trim, hailing from and joining us from Queens, New York. He weighed in at 224 pounds. With a record of 31 wins, 3 losses, he has 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former WBC Continental America's heavyweight champion, currently ranked the WBC #2 heavyweight contender, introducing Monty Two Guns Barrett. And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the red corner, this 12-round interim heavyweight world championship, wearing black trunks with red trim, fighting out of Baltimore, Maryland. He weighed in at a ready 236 pounds. His record stands at 40 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw, with 33 big wins coming by way of knockout. Currently ranked the WBC #1 heavyweight contender. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former WBC, IBF, and IBO heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Hasim "The Rock" Rahman. Once again, a referee in charge, Jay Nady, now to give instructions.
You guys have any questions? 12 rounds. Obey my commands. Defend yourself at all times. I'm glad I can see your tummies. Touch gloves now. Let's go to work. Good luck.
So what's left then is to get it on and decide who will fight Vitaly Klitschko and take a giant step forward in the heavyweight division.
This is a critical moment in the careers of both of these men. Right now, they have to rise to the occasion and put on a show that will propel them into that mega fight.
I have never seen Rahman in this kind of condition.
His last fight against Cali Meehan, he weighed even less than this at 232. He gave a sensational performance that night, but he's in with a better fighter here tonight than he was on that night.
Friendships now put aside. And here we go, round 1. Both these guys look in extremely good shape. We were talking about Rahman, but Barrett also.
Barrett's body looks excellent.
There's just too much at stake not to be.
Rahman's got to remember the best knockouts he's had, they came to him. He didn't have to go out searching for them. was able to just deliver the shots. Don't go searching for them and burn yourself out, because Barrett has got a good left jab.
And Barrett is the more classical boxer of the two. Rahman is he'll be the aggressor here tonight.
Rahman just kind of stalking Barrett right now. He said he's been working on his jab more. Hasn't shown it yet. Now he sticks it out.
A focused Hasim Rahman, an in shape Hasim Rahman is a tough nut to crack and a tough man to beat.
Once again, Rahman let the fight come to him. Jab, sort of stay in position so you can get that right hand that you got Lennox Lewis with years ago. Reaching out and missing. It's not a good thing to do.
Rock, there you saw the first evidence of Rahman's jab. I feel it might be the best jab in the whole heavyweight division. He's got very long arms.
Yeah, it's misleading because his height doesn't look about the same height, but he's got extra reach for the height here.
Exactly right, George. He's got really long arms, which is why so many people feel that he'd be very difficult for Klitschko, because he'd be one of the few guys who could actually jab with Klitschko and perhaps back Klitschko up with a jab.
Barrett's got to don't be lazy now. Just try to get the left jab in and hit Rahman, make him respect you with a good right hand.
These guys, we've talked about it outside the ring, very good friends. Rich mentioned earlier they spent last 4th of July together. Not this past one, but last year.
You're holding. Let go.
Hardest thing in the world is to knock a man out and the man knows you're trying to knock him out. You got to go out there and box him and make him think, well, I'll beat you on points, and then sneak a knockout in.
Don't grab.
Monte Barrett, Rich, you and I did a lot of his early fights, early in his career, and
You're holding.
he was, I'll put it, he was okay, but we didn't really think that he was going to get to this point, and he has made himself into what he is now.
And he did it by getting through a very hard time for himself when he suffered a couple of consecutive losses and he was knocked out by Vladimir Klitschko. And then he didn't fight for 18 months. An uneventful first round comes to an end. Crowd lets him hear about it. But Monty Barrett did get himself together after that.
You got to initiate a little bit more. How you feel? Okay.
And has come back very nicely, especially in the last year.
Keep your hands a little closer to you.
Shadow Knight
That round right there,
in
I
his
feel we
corner,
got that
very
round.
experienced
But what
trainer.
you have to do,
Used to work with
you
Lennox
have to
Lewis.
Be a little bit more sure of yourself, okay? Be a little bit more sure of yourself.
Shadow
and
just
stop him with
said
the
he
straight
saw
right hand,
something
'cause
in
he's looking for
Monte
the left hand
Barrett
all the
that
time.
he
You wanna
liked.
touch,
He
you
called
wanna
him up,
touch,
said,
you
I think I
wanna
can
touch,
help
wanna
you.
touch, and then
Barrett
fire
said, come
a
on.
sharp right hand, like an offset, okay? Like an offset, all right, baby?
Keep sliding over, keep squaring the ring behind your feint, okay? Behind your feint. Every time you get that jab and jab it in. Jab to the body, jab to the body.
Don't let him give me the one.
Okay, okay.
Thel Torrance is the head trainer, protege of Eddie Fudge
Come, Rock.
with Rock
Take your
Griffin.
time. Just keep cutting off, keep that pressure on.
Take it down, take it down,
Keep squaring the
okay.
ring, okay?
Thel Torrance only with Rahman for the 2nd time. He calls him coach. And Thel Torrance, of course, worked for all those years with Eddie Fudge. Coach, I think, is well put.
See, when you get into a corner with a big heavyweight like Rahman, who has a big punch, you got to explain to him, win every round. Get those rounds in the bank. Knockout, secondary.
George, they were telling, Shadow Knight was telling Monty in the corner to look more sure of yourself out there. Be more sure of yourself out there.
You know, I think that's a very good point.
Is he tentative, do you think?
He's awful tentative, as a matter of fact. Throws his jab, and he's more interested in getting out of the way right now.
Good right hand from Barrett.
It hurt Rahman, too.
Yes, it did.
You're holding.
Now
I know,
Rahman
but you're moving
understands
your
this is not my friend after all. You go in there tentative thinking this is your friend. This guy tells you, hey, no, I'm not.
That was the first time, there's the jab from Rahman, but that was the first time that Barrett unleashed a right hand with bad intentions, and Rahman walked into it.
Make him respect you.
Now, Rock was susceptible to the right hand in his second fight with Lennox Lewis. Also in his fight with John Ruiz, which he lost. There's that great jab from Rahman.
Boy, it is. Rahman, we talk about heavy-handed fighters, and certainly no one was more so than our partner George Foreman here, but Rahman clearly is that. But when you shake hands with him, you get an idea.
It just disappears.
Absolutely.
Good jab. Whenever he steps forward with that jab.
It's a good, crisp, hard jab.
Because he doesn't use it just as a rangefinder to set other stuff up. I mean,
trying to hurt you with it.
Exactly. He uses it as an offensive weapon.
No, he said my jab is a power punch. Barrett's still not doing much. Doing much. Barrett may be giving away a couple of rounds here.
And if you're Rahman, that's what you want. Take as many rounds, put them in the bank as you can.
Don't grab it.
Boy, that is a good jab of Rahman.
I like to see heavyweights jab to the chest. Put the guy in the chest. That's where you take all the power out of the big guys. Hit him around the side. Just with your jab. Right in that chest. It's the only place you can't build up. You miss him in the head, bring it down a little. Up to the chest.
Not many fighters jab to the body, though, George.
You want that right top chest.
Well, the crowd here getting a little antsy early in this fight. Barrett did get one good solid right hand in, but quite honestly, I don't think that was enough to win the round.
Yeah, here it is. It's that right hand, and Rahman, as you see, walked into it and definitely wobbled. You could definitely see it there. He nearly toppled from that punch. It was a beautiful weight. There's the wobble from Rock, but he recovered quickly from it, and then Barrett never really followed up on it. That's the only real power punch that Monte has thrown in the fight.
But you know what I thought he did too, George, and you could elaborate on this. He didn't take that backward step when he got rocked. He stepped forward, and as a result, I don't think Barrett knew he hurt him.
He actually thought, hey, maybe I just made him stumble a little bit, not a hard shot. Confused him. Exactly.
That's a veteran move, though.
I think it was a necessary move.
Well, yes.
Once again, Rahman's aggressive. You don't want to get too careless. Barrett's got to make him respect him. Keep him off again with a right hand.
George, Rahman has very thick legs and a very thick backside. Do you think that helps him actually absorb a punch better?
All of the guys with the thicker legs down there take shots good. Muhammad Ali had big ankles, calves. Hard to get him rocked. Wasn't so big upstairs, but downstairs, the ankle.
Rahman looks like he's closing the gap between he and Monty Barrett. Hasn't thrown a lot of right hands.
Monty looks like he wants to lull Rahman to sleep a little bit.
That's what he's trying to do, and Rahman is picking up on it.
I think Rahman's getting himself more in punching range.
But that jab, he's always in punching range.
Well, that's true.
For that thing.
But Barrett has shown that, hey, I've got a right hand here. You better not just disrespect me. If you're Rahman, you want Barrett to throw some hard shots. Get some of that juice that you're holding for the latter round. Get it out of you.
Stop!
stop now. Stop. Now box.
Wonder why Monty isn't throwing that right a little more.
It's a dangerous punch because you can get caught as well. He's got to get a little distance so he can make sure he can take advantage of his long arms.
Barrett working the jab.
Switching hitting. Yep. Southpaw.
Can Barrett win the fight like this, George, with his jab and then the movement?
If he just gets confident in it, jab, throw more punches, jab, throw more punches, hold when it's necessary, you can find yourself a hit on points.
Hard right hand of the body by Rahman.
I think the style of the fight, Barry, is established here. It's just going to be who can execute. I mean, they're each doing, apparently, their game plan.
I think that's right. Which may make it a fight of adjustments. I thought that was a very close fight, close round.
Very deep. Good. Okay? Okay. You just keep putting him off, Rock. Keep running. He's going to have to stop the fight somewhere, okay? Duffer, take a deep breath. Give me a deep breath. Okay, give me one more. Okay. Just keep using that jab. Every time you get a ring, I want you to stick that jab out. Keep jabbing the body, okay? Now he's looking for your right hand, so you got to put the hook on there.
All right, Monty Barrett landed one more good right in this round. There you see it. Coming from the outside, a kind of more of a looping right this time. Barrett was then chased down by Rahman. He tried using that jab to catch up to him. Long distance, it can snake out there a long way. Rock's got those long arms.
Round 4. Scheduled 12-rounder. The winner gets a shot at Vitaly Klitschko.
Phil Torrance was telling Hasim Rahman between rounds to do exactly what George Foreman was talking about, jab to the body.
Rahman did come out and get one excellent left jab to the body also.
There it is.
This shot of the fight from Rahman. Barrett says, I'm all right.
Didn't land clean, but it landed scary.
You know what? When you do something like that and your trainer sets you out to do it, you get more confidence in your corner.
And
jab, get his hand down and come up with that right hand.
Those jabs to the body are what set up that right hand.
Stop! That's me. Next.
Barrett's been in with some heavy hitters in his career. Klitschko.
He just wasn't ready at that stage of his career to take on a Vladimir Klitschko.
I mean, he knows he's not intimidated by power alone. You have to have a plan up your sleeve. Add that left hook to the chest by Rahman. I like it. I like it.
He was talking about it. He said, my left hook's as good as my right hand. Yet everybody talks about his right hand.
I think the difference in power here is showing up in this round between the two guys. Rock's punches are just looking way more heavy-handed.
Stop! No. I didn't mean to. Well, sort of. Okay.
Rahman continues to force the pace of the fight.
I think that's very important to keep those rounds in the bank too. Stay ahead, keep aggressive, keep throwing shots. You might not hit them, land all. Keep throwing punches.
Box.
Barrett is sneaky though. He's got that little right hand thinking, I'll catch him asleep.
No. Stop. Let him out. Thank you. Ready? Now box.
Jay Nate is big enough to stand in there and make the move though.
Yeah, he is.
It's a big referee.
Over 100 championship fights refereed by Jay Nate. Left hand of the body gets Barrett backing out of there. And a good left hand again.
Stop.
It is. It's half jab, half not quite hook, but certainly a power punch.
Barrett is going to have to, at some point, unleash some offense.
An eye of Barrett. Left eye.
Yep.
I thought that was Rahman's best round.
You in, Jimmy. Yeah. Okay. Listen, it ain't nothing, baby. You better not. This boy is tired right here, Monte. This boy is tired right here.
I'm happy they sounded the bell for John Johnson. It's the first time in my life I've been to Chicago. He was not alive. Built celebrity for a lot of us fighters. Ali, Floyd Patterson, George Foreman. And he's gone now. He's going to be missed for Chicago like Mayor Daley.
A short or two
Thunder,
down
Liberty,
the
and
middle.
Jet.
I want you to stay on balance though, okay? This ain't nothing for
Round was very strong due to the aggressiveness of Hasim Rahman. Jab to the body, jab to the body. There's that head, that right to the head, which landed cleaner than I thought. Barry, you're right. That landed cleaner than I thought it did. And for the rest of the round, Barrett looked a little uncomfortable in there.
I think your point is well taken also, that Barrett's just going to have to do something. They spilled some ice in the corner of Hasim Rahman. That's the reason for this delay.
I want a full 3-minute round.
Barrett is a little lazy. He needs someone in his corner to make him get up off the stool and fight. You're just as big as this man. What is wrong with you?
Rahman is in a range that it seems to me to be just inside of Barrett's jabs.
Barrett is getting a little more confident with his jab.
It's a good jab. It's a quick jab. It's not as strong as Rock's, but it's
Left hook's quick. Rahman's got to go back to the chest again. Go back to the body. Head is out of range. Stick on his chest. You see those little shots they slap one another in the body and on the shoulder? It looks like nothing, but let me tell you, it takes its toll. 200 pounds to hit you on the shoulder. Back on your back taps. The great fighters will always tie you up so that you don't touch them at all. Stop all action.
Well, now we're seeing rights from Barrett, but they're right jabs. He turned southpaw.
Yeah, and Rahman's picking all of them.
I think Monty's thinking, well, what I'm doing so far isn't necessarily working. Let me try something else.
Just missed with that chopping right hand.
Got a good right hand off himself, Barrett. Rahman keeps his hands up high. When he gets...
Stop! I'm here. Now box.
Barrett missed with that right, but that's more the idea, I think. You know, throw the jab and follow it up.
Oh, right hand that was.
That hurt Barrett. He tried to hold on and Rahman wouldn't let him.
He's still in trouble.
Gotta be careful trying to finish him because he knows how to exist.
Stop.
Survivor fighters will hurt you trying to finish them off.
Stop. You can't grab like that.
See how strong Jay Nady is?
You're grabbing. Stop. Okay, I'm going to give you a warning. I mean it.
Do you think big referees, George, should work heavyweight fights?
But if they're strong, like there's some guys big who are not as strong as Jay Nady. I just saw his strength there. But there are some referees who can command you, make you step back with their voices.
Because Mills Lane, he was not a big man, but
when he spoke, you listened to the earth move.
Yeah.
And if Mills was watching tonight, we salute him. We miss you, Mills.
Pick it up, okay?
One of the greats, one of the original articles.
You have to pick it up a little. Champ, you hear what I say, Champ? Don't worry about that. I got you. Monte, you have to pick those more combinations. There we go. You hear what I'm saying?
Monte Barrett's starting to get busted up a little bit here.
Yeah, and I think the jab is taking its effect. Look at that strong, powerful jab of Hasim Rahman. It's one of the great weapons in heavyweight fighting today. And then again, the right hand, which came on the side of the head, but you could see it really had an effect on Barrett. He grabbed immediately, tried to put his arms around Rock, who managed to elude that. Barrett is feeling Rahman's power.
And Rahman defensively, I think, has been very good in this fight. And admittedly, Monte Barrett has not done a lot, but
he's chasing Barrett, Rahman is, but he's keeping his hands up pretty good.
One problem for Barrett that he's finding as he continues in this southpaw stance, now he switches back orthodox, is that his jab is usually better than his opponent's jab. You know, his own quick jab.
Yeah, he's got that reach.
Yeah, but
ordinarily.
But not tonight. You know, Rahman's jab is the better jab.
Stop. Let him out. Let him out. Now box.
And that spells trouble for Monty because, man, he makes a living on that jab.
just missed with the right hand. That left eye is starting to swell.
Not that Barrett isn't landing a fair number of jabs himself, and probably more than Rahman, but without the same kind of power.
Rahman having to start to look sluggish, sloppy, alert, good left hook to the body.
Stop! Don't push him back.
Good body shot.
Yeah. Double right hand from Rahman. Return, however.
Rahman was actually really excited about his gym work that he put in for this fight. He said, everything I hit, it bleeds.
And he says you get out of it what you put into it. That's what he's thinking going into this fight. So far he has.
I like his hands are up, in position. Gets close, doesn't drop him, get too sloppy.
I told Rock I'd love to see him in someday with James Toney in a fight. Just because, all right, you got two great heavyweights, but because those press conferences would be incomparable. Those two guys can talk. The two of them can talk. And Rock said, yeah, but mine's only PG rated.
Yeah,
James
right.
gets X rated.
Steve Rahman is a very bright guy. So is Monte Barrett, for that matter.
Stop. Let him out. Get your head back. Watch your head. You're holding. Don't hold.
I will caution you that in the first 5 rounds against Joe Macy, Monty Barrett fell way behind and wasn't doing much and had been knocked down and everything. And suddenly in the second half of the fight, he just, he came alive.
That's why you got to pace yourself. To Rahman, plan your work your plan, stick to your plan. Make certain you're able to do the same thing in the 11th round that you're doing this round, 6th round.
Stop. No, let him out. Stop. Let him out. Keep your head up. Monty, keep your head up. Now box.
Barrett is accustomed to being beat up for 6 rounds, 7 rounds.
I think he's just not letting Barrett get on track with that jab. He's just inside where that jab would be.
Rahman kind of threw an annoyed glance at Barrett at the end of the round.
That's a little now.
It's tough for these punchers to chase after guys when they're boxing. They don't like it.
No, they don't like it.
Okay.
Come on, fight, man. Stop making me miss. I'm getting tired.